Hi, good morning. It's Sunday now, so a week since my last blog. I'm still sitting in bed. Um, it is about 7:30 in the morning, so I've had a bit of a lay-in. I'm normally up about 6 o'clock. So I still sound a bit groggy. Got my cup of coffee, most important. So I'm going to try and go for a run this morning. Um, Now, as I alluded to in my first video, I've had some issues the last couple of years in terms of injuries and illnesses and such like. So it started really 2 years ago, pretty much exactly. I got COVID, um, which I had quite bad. Certainly felt like a bad bout of flu, and it took me about 6 weeks really to be able to start running again without sort of dying. And then I started to feel really unwell. I did a half marathon in Chester, which was quite hilly, which is something I wasn't used to anyway, living out here in the Fens where it's pancake flat. So I just thought, that's why I was finding it so hard. And I'd done, God, probably 20 half marathons before that, so it wasn't like it was something I was new to. But yeah, that one just didn't feel right, and even afterwards, I struggled to walk back to the hotel. It was really difficult, and I think sometimes you know your body, and you just know when something's not right. So I did a couple of home tests. I bought a thyroid test kit, and I bought that. Well, that came out fine, and then I bought a ferritin test kit, which is like your iron stores, and that one came out saying abnormal. Now that's about all it gives you, the home test. It doesn't tell you what your level is. So I've been feeling really tired, like ridiculously tired, much more than is normal as well. So I went to the doctors after that, and it turned out I had iron deficiency, and also very borderline low kind of levels of vitamin D. Now I put that down to the vitamin D, that is, from working from home since lockdown. Because I used to commute on bike, and I used to go out walking and doing a lot of that. And so I think just being at home all the time, particularly over the winter, I just hadn't been exposed to any sunlight. Hence, my vitamin D was low. So the doctor put me on supplements for both. And it was hard for me with the those deficiencies to even walk without getting out of breath. I would go dizzy. I remember we went for a really long walk. I thought I was getting better. We went for a really long walk for like about 10 miles, and I slept for 2 days after that. I just could not get out of bed. And that's how wiped out I felt. So this is where it all started. Took 4 months of supplementation for me to start feeling normal and be able to run again, really. And then everything was fine for a bit. And I actually had entered Manchester Marathon, which would have been my first marathon, and it was on my 50th birthday, so it was like a real bucket list of thing that I wanted to do. And I was really up for it and was training like 3-4 times a week. And things were going well for a while. And I got up to 15 miles in training. My ankle, my left inner ankle just started getting more and more sore. And I went on this 15-mile run, and I literally couldn't run any further. I couldn't even walk to the rail station to get home. So hobbled home, and that was the end of that. And I couldn't run anymore, and there was no Manchester Marathon for me. So Brian, my partner, did it, and did a massive PB of 2:51. Go him. But yeah, I just stand on the sidelines and just spectate, unfortunately. But we still went and had a nice time. And that ankle has been hurting for a year. I've been doing like loads and loads of strength work ever since. Just trying to rest it as much as possible. And I've just been doing the odd park run really. Up till now, sort of like once every couple of weeks, I've just been doing a 5k run basically, because that's aggravates the ankle a bit more, and then we need time for it to sort of calm down again, stop hurting. So that's how it's been going for the last year. Now the ankle feels pretty much better. I'm not sure if it's 100%, but it's just sometimes very, very mildly uncomfortable. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like 1. But for the last few months, I've also had a bit of, which I also believe is tendinopathy, in my sort of upper hamstring where it joins my sit bone there. So I think that's called proximal hamstring tendinopathy. So whilst that's calmed down quite a lot, I have to be a bit careful what strength exercises I do. I have to be careful not to do too much walking, and even running as well, particularly uphill, seems to aggravate that. So yeah, I think as I've got older, my tendons really struggle and they need a lot of recovery time and they can't handle too much load. So I've recently, about 2 months ago anyway, gone on HRT, because obviously at my age, menopause is a thing, and your collagen production isn't that great, and obviously your tendons are made of collagen. So I think that's a lot of the issue now as I'm getting older. Perhaps some of you other women might be having the same issues. But actually, since taking the HRT, I think, it may be coincidence, I don't know, but I think the tendinopathies seem to be getting better a bit. So fingers crossed now that I am actually going to be able to start running again. So my goal now is to just stick at 10k runs, races, not go any further and not do too much. So at the moment I'm running about once a week. My last run was last weekend, last Sunday, so a week ago, and that was I did about 4.5 miles, just short of 4.5 miles, and that felt fine actually. So I've left it a week just to let everything calm down, recover. And so the plan this morning is to go for a run. I have got a 10k race in 5 weeks, I think it is. We're off to Boston in America for Brian to do his marathon in between then. So I'm just going to gradually build up to 10k. So as I say, I got up to 4.5 miles. So I'm going to go for a run this morning. Obviously, I'm still in my pajamas, so I need to pull my finger out. So yeah, run this morning. We'll see how that goes. If I feel good, I want to try and get to about 5 miles today if I can. If I feel good, maybe I'll do a bit more. We're just going to go slow, see how I feel. But I'm just loving being able to run right now. So any amount of getting outside and doing it is great for me. I apologise for the camera wobble, by the way. I don't have a proper setup yet, so I'm just using like a selfie stick. Hoping to get a proper camera some point in the future, just so it's a bit better. But yeah, apologies for the amateur filming right now. So yeah, I will take you on my run a bit later. It's meant to be a really nice day. So at the moment it's still quite early and it's a bit cloudy, but the sun's meant to come out. So just going to finish my cup of coffee, get my kit on, do a bit of a warm up, maybe something to eat, like a banana or something, and then I'll take you out on my run for a bit. So yeah, I'll see you all later. So feeling a bit more human now. Got up, got dressed. As you can see, I'm sitting on my stairs at the moment. It's a bit echoey. Got my old Manchester training top on. Hoping to give me some motivation to go out today. So these are the shoes I'm wearing today. My Puma Forever Run Night Trays. I love these. I just love the colour and they are just the comfiest thing ever. So that's today's choice with matching socks. I've got my lovely colourful Ron Hill running capris on as well today. I'm also going to wear my Coros heart rate monitor band today. I've only worn this once before, so this fits on your arm, up sort of at the top of your bicep. Now, I haven't managed to really get it so that it's tight enough yet, I don't think, but we'll see how that goes today. So yeah, just going to do a bit of a warm up and then we're off out for a run. Oh, so I'm out. I'm about to start my run. I'm just on the leisure centre and school path here near my home. It's a bit windy, so I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear me. It's a beautiful sunny morning, but it's still a bit nippy. It's still quite early. Look how quiet it is around here. All I can hear is the birds. There's not a single soul. Usually there's dog walkers on here, but none this morning. So you've got to watch your footing around here. A lot of potholes and puddles. Very easy to turn your ankle over. I don't want to do that again. So I'm trying to follow my Garmin suggested workout today, which is 56 minutes base at a very slow 10:45 minute miles. But I think I'm overcooking it as usual. I really struggle to run slow, and my runs tend to speed up as I go along. But anyway, I'll keep going. So where I live, being in the Fens, as I said before, it's really flat. So trying to find a hill in my town is really difficult. So this is one, it's more of a long, gentle incline. It gets a bit tougher to about 3/4 of the way up. And then we have another one, a sort of dirt track, which is a bit steeper, but not where you really want to run in the winter because it gets quite muddy and full of water. But God, even this is making me out of breath. It's quite hot now actually. I'm about 2¼ miles in at the moment. So get to the top of this hill. It's not really a hill compared to where some of you run, but it is for me. As you can hear, that's quite hard work. Oh, so I just stopped for a minute just to show you this is the other hill. Doesn't look too much from up here, but it's excuse me, it's the steepest one we've got. It's a bit windy because it's all fields around me. I always cough when I stop, excuse me. So I'm going to just run down to the bottom here and then run back up and head towards home. This is where I used to do my hill training, 10 reps up and down. You can't see, but it goes round, from where you can see, it goes round the corner and carries on and the hill carries on down there. So it's a really long hill, but I am just going to run this bit here that you can see. I used to be really fit. I'm clearly not now after 2 years of not running very much. So I'm going to take this one easy. I'm struggling to get the desired pace at the moment. I'm going too fast, so I need to really slow down. So hopefully going uphill will help with that. But yeah, let's get doing this then. Oh, that wind. It's really bad down here. Also, the sun's gone in. Almost looks like it could rain. I've got my sunglasses on, I can't actually see very well. Oh, I love running down here in the summer on a really nice day and there's no one about. Usually you see loads of people walking their dogs up here. But I guess they're all having a lay-in as it's Easter Sunday and they've lost an hour because the clocks went forward. Don't blame them, but they're missing the best part of the day. As is, I just love it. There's only morning runs when there's no one about. Amazing. Oh, it was starting to get warm. Now I'm running into the wind and I've stopped for a while. It's not quite so warm. Oh, I'm going a minute a mile too fast down this hill. Better slow down. I forgot about that. I really struggle to do these base miles because I just cannot run that slow. I don't know. I usually start slow and then as my run goes on I tend to speed up. I need to sort of get into the habit of doing it. You'd think after 12 years of running I'd be able to do it by now. Right, we're nearly at the bottom. I'll run up to the top again. See, this is, if you can see this big puddle here, it's actually not that bad, but this is what it gets like down here. And in the winter it's really bad. There's like puddles all the way down, and it's just a mud fest. So I don't come down here in the winter, but it's a bit of a shame because it's a really nice quiet place to run. I mean, it's literally just fields, look, some drainage ditches, and that's where we've just run down. I'm going to run back up there again now. So, get my breath back. Let's go. Oh, dear. Right, I need to keep it slow. 9:50 minute miles, we need to go much slower. Oh, I don't know, I think Garmin is having a bit of wobbly. It's going from 9-minute miles to 12-minute miles. Oops, I better get moving a bit faster then. Find this hill really difficult. Let me flip the camera around. It doesn't look that steep on camera, but when you get about 3/4 of the way up you really know it. So there used to be a 10k race around my little town here. I don't do it anymore, sadly. But I used to come up this hill, and I was sort of about 3/4 of the way round, and you see the faces of the people trying to get up here, because, as I said, the fens is really flat, because a lot of it's under sea level, where they drained the fens to make for farmland, and we're not used to it. So there used to be a photographer standing at the top of this hill taking pictures of everyone dying up this hill. They weren't very flattering. There's one of me somewhere. I have to see if I can dig it out. Oh, right. This is where it starts getting tough. Oh, but I'm bang on pace now. But I think I'm going to slow down in a minute. Oh, at least it's not so windy going in this direction. Nearly there. Oh, still going a bit fast. Let's slow down again. I need to stop when I get to the top. God, I'm so fit. Oh well, got to start somewhere, hey. Thankfully, my first 10k race is also in the fens and it's flat. But I have to get some hill training in. So my next one in August is in Norwich. It's Run Norwich 10k and it's got a few hills in it. Right, let's just stop here for a second. Get my breath back. So I'm over 4 miles in. It's taken me this long to actually get somewhere near the desired pace. Just finished my run, 56 minutes done. I was hoping to do a bit more actually, but I started getting last 2 or 3 minutes. I started getting this sharp pain in my hip joint. I'm a bit worried about that, but anyway, I cut it short now. I've done my Garmin suggested workout. I don't think the pace was that great, although I slowed right down when the hip started hurting, so that might have evened it out a bit. But 5.33 miles average pace. It's saying was 10:31, so I didn't quite manage it, but I need some more practice on that one, but that will do for now. Nearly home, just walking back. I'm about 2 minutes from home. Struggling with carrying this selfie stick, so I've got it here. I wouldn't normally wear a hydration vest for a 10k. I wouldn't really wear it for anything under 10 miles, half marathon distance, but I needed to carry this stick. I don't like holding it in my hand and running with it the whole time. I think it makes me run a bit lopsided. So if anyone's got any ideas about how I can carry it, let me know. Yeah, I'm off home now for a shower and some well-earned food, and yeah, I'll let you know how the hip goes. Hopefully that's nothing serious. So I've had my shower, feeling a bit more human. Got some food, made some porridge, another cup of coffee, just get my energy back. I'm starting to get a bit of a headache actually, so probably a bit dehydrated, so I have got water as well. Taking my vitamins, all good. So obviously I used my Chorus heart rate monitor armband today. I struggle to know whether it's actually connected and working. I'm not sure if it's meant to come up with some sort of message to say it's connected, but I've never noticed that. So if anyone knows the answer to that, let me know. However, looking at my Garmin stats, I've noticed today, after doing a sort of slow base run, although I didn't quite hit the slow pace I was meant to, I noticed that my VO2 max has gone down a point. So it was currently, before my run, it was 47, and now it's gone down to 46. Once upon a time, it was in the 50s, but obviously, as I said, I'm not particularly fit anymore after having sort of 2 years of not doing too much running at all. So I do expect it to have gone down. So I don't know whether it's gone down because of the Chorus armband, or whether it's just gone down because of the run I've just done. I'm really not sure. Could be a combination of the two. I really should read up and figure out how this works. But yeah, I guess I'll just wear it a bit more and see what happens. My max heart rate wasn't particularly great today, so I think it got to about 160 or so. But I still don't really know what my max heart rate is. I guess, again, just got to wear the armband a bit more, but I'm not sure how long it's going to take. But I'll keep you updated as and when. So just going to have my porridge, and then I'm definitely going to need to stretch out, do some yoga, especially to try and sort out my hip, a bit of foam rolling. Just hope that it doesn't come back the next time I run, but because it's quite painful. Yeah, if you know what it could be, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Happy Easter, everybody, and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Also, please, if you're enjoying this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and that helps me a lot to grow this channel. Thanks very much. Happy Sunday.